welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about how to use PayPal to pay for fursuits, for art. Basically, this can be applied to anything that you pay for through PayPal manually. And I'm just going to go over some tips and tricks and things that people forget or don't often know about. These are really important things to remember, so please keep watching. Going to start with the obvious that most people know, but if you are new, you may not know. Never send money through friends and family. It's called friends and family for a reason. Use that if you're sending money to friends or family. That's like if your mum buys you lunch and you gotta pay her back, send it through friends and family. If your friend buys you a gift and you want to pay them back, do it through friends and family. But if you are buying anything from anyone that is a good, a service, or a product, pay through goods and services. I can't say this enough. Everyone can't say this enough, but always pay through goods and services. A lot of the reason why people don't do this, or why sellers will ask you to pay through friends and family, is because paying through goods and services charges the maker a fee. It's a small fee, but people don't like having their money taken away, so you can kind of understand it, but there are so many reasons why you shouldn't. For one, it's against PayPal's terms of service to pay for a good or service through friends and family, and if they get dobbed in for doing that, you can get in trouble, you can lose your PayPal account. The second reason is you do not have any purchase protection if you pay through friends and family. The purchase protection gives you 6 months of protection if the item is not delivered, if the quality is not what you asked for, or if something else happens where you need your money back. So it is really important to use goods and services when purchasing something. I actually fell for a scammer at one point. This was a few years ago. I was going to buy a present for my partner at the time, and I found this amazing maker and they had great prices, and they asked me to pay through friends and family, and I actually did know at that time that that was not an okay thing to do, but they had a whole portfolio, they had pages full of work, and they said to me that the fees were too high for them or something like that, and I paid through friends and family, and they got banned from the platform. And I really struggled to get my money back. I was lucky that I was actually able to go to my bank rather than PayPal, and my bank was able to sort out something for me. So that is sometimes a way around it, but please just do not risk it. It's so much easier if you just pay through goods and services. My next point is always label your payments. So if you are manually sending money rather than through an invoice, and it gives you this little option to add a description. If you're paying for a set of paws, just put in paw commission or something like that, or art commission or full body or whatever. There's a couple reasons to do this. One, it makes it a lot easier to find later if you need to. I've had sometimes where an art commission might take 3 months and I forget if I paid for laminating or shipping, and I'd like to go back and check what I actually paid for. So putting little details like that is also handy. And the other reason is if something goes wrong and you have to prove that you didn't receive the product, having the description there shows the PayPal people what you actually paid for. The other way that a lot of makers and artists will use PayPal is using their invoice system. This is a lot more professional and it helps keep all of your business stuff nice and tidy and together. With an invoice, the maker actually sends it to the client and then the client pays it. So the client doesn't have to fill out anything, they just have to say pay. When you're making an invoice, you can add in each item, what the total is, a shipping price, any taxes, and then a description of any items or anything else. A couple of really important things to do here is add detailed descriptions, and I mean actually detailed. If I have someone who wants paws and a tail, and they want paws with claws, and so let's say puffy paws with claws and a floor dragger tail that has spots, I will put in puffy paws with claws, and then how many colors, let's say it's 2 colors, so puffy paws with claws, 2 colors, and then a total. And then I'll make the tail a separate item and say floor dragger tail, 2 colors, and the total price. This is a really good way to make sure that your customer understands what they're paying for and what the breakdown of the price is. And again, it goes back to if anything goes wrong and they say they haven't received something, you have the proof there what they ordered. The other thing you can put in the PayPal invoices is your terms of service. Now, I generally don't put my full terms of service in the PayPal invoice because it's a really long document and that's a lot of effort. But you can put in just a little bit that says, by paying this invoice, this customer agrees to my terms of service, or something along those lines. So that again, if anything happens, you have a confirmation there that they have agreed to your terms of service. Now, this one is a little bit of a funny one, but do not give your PayPal info to anyone else. And I don't just mean like, you know, giving your password to someone so that they can buy something on your behalf or whatever like that. I have a story to go with this one. I commissioned, it was a piece of art from someone, and I paid them, and it took ages, and then they stopped replying. So it had been like 4 months or something, so I did a PayPal chargeback, which, like I said, you have 6 months to do a chargeback to get your money back. And I sent out the chargeback, and I was like, I didn't receive this, it's been ages, they stopped replying to me, I want my money back. And I got a response that said, hi, I gave my PayPal to someone who owes me money so that they could take commissions and get money sent straight to my PayPal to pay back. That is the weirdest and most not cool thing to do with PayPal. I was like, this is just, it was so weird. So basically, person A, I had commissioned person A for a full body piece. Person A owed person B like $300 for a fursuit. So person B had given person A their PayPal details so that person A could get commission money sent straight to them, to person B. But the thing is, they weren't doing the art commissions. So they were just getting the money, sending it to the person they owed money, and then not delivering the art, so that all these people were charging back this person who wasn't the artist. It was just so confusing. Basically, it ended up, person B made a big group chat with all the people and apologized, and we all kind of just was like, okay. I think they said they were going to make up art for people, but I don't think they ever did. But that's fine. It was just a really weird situation. So do not give your PayPal info to anyone else ever. If you owe someone money, get the money sent to you and then send it to the person you owe money. Do not send it straight to them from the commissioner. That is not okay in any way, okay? My last point is not really about using PayPal for paying for things, but if you have any problems with them, call PayPal. I know a lot of people think that their customer service is kind of shitty, and sometimes it is. I know that their forums absolutely suck, like they're like auto-generated responses. But if you have a problem, call them, because you will get through to a real person you can actually explain your situation to. This is what I did when I had to try and get a chargeback for the scam, and it was a whole mess, and I've had several problems, but actually calling them was really helpful. They were able to direct me on what to do and the steps I could take. So if you have any problems, just give them a call. Just, skip all the annoying like auto-generated emails and just call them. They are people. It is a business. The other thing with goods and services is it is against PayPal's terms to charge your customer the fees. And this is a little bit of an iffy thing, but basically what it means is that, say you're selling something for $100, and it's $100 if you pay by MasterCard or Venmo or anything else. But if you pay by PayPal, it's $110. That's against their rules. You're not supposed to charge people for using PayPal. The thing you're supposed to do is just up your prices. So if you have multiple payment options, make them all $110 if you need to cover costs of fees. Do not make it more expensive for people to use PayPal. You can get in trouble for this. And really, the fees are not that bad. I think it's like, at least when I checked last, it was like a 30-cent surcharge on all transactions, plus a like 1 point something % of the total. So it can get a bit expensive if you're selling like, a suit for like $1,000 and you end up like missing quite a bit. But just raise your prices to incorporate the taxes. Do not charge people for using PayPal if you offer other options. That is all I have today. I'm sure I have missed some things, so make sure you put in the comments if you have any other tips for people using PayPal. And as always, if you have any video suggestions you want me to do, let me know in the comments below and I will try my best to do them. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!